Okay, and we are back. I am terribly sorry for the crash that happened on the on the East Coast Main Line. Unfortunately, I can't really take the risk on putting us on the on the East Coast Main Line once again. So I've now decided to instead put us on the West Cornwall local. Now, there is a video suggested by a few voters from the community page that want to see a pacer on the West Cornwall local. So thankfully, me owning Blackpool branches, I'm able to provide this video in the form of a live stream. I'll also try putting a zoomer on it as well if I can. So yeah, wasn't expecting that crash, but anyways. Right, so hopefully you should get that message in a very quick moment. There we go. I do apologise for the inconvenience caused. Obviously, once this live stream has ended, I will have to do a routine uninstall and reinstall of the application so that everything will run smoothly the next time I run a live stream on the East Coast Main Line. So our plan B for tonight is to do a live stream on the West Cornwall local in a pacer. So without further ado, let's get going, shall we? So the pacer is liveried in the West Cornwall local as it fits in with the BR traction. And obviously with the West Cornwall local being set in the early 90s, we have the Class 150/2 regular made by Brell York. Now, because the Pacer and the Class 150 were both made by Brell, it only makes sense to put them on the same route. So we're going to go with our personal live stream Pacer, which is RexRail. We'll go with RexRail 2 tonight. And, as mentioned, we are going to do a St Austell to Penzance run. This will be about 58 minutes, so it won't take up the entire live stream, but once we get to Penzance, we'll probably do an LNER Zoomer run from there. So let's get ourselves started. So how many people have we got in tonight? I understand people might be a little bit worried that things crashed. I will just let everybody know that I am now live once again, but on a different route. Alright, so I've just let everybody know that I am live on Train Smut for West Cornwall local. That needs to catch up. There we go. Right, so we are driving the Service 1C74 from St Austell to Penzance in a Class 142 Pacer. We are in the RexRail livery, so hopefully things go well. So, without further ado, let's get started, shall we? Gotta love a pacer. At least I do. Fun fact, I used to actually travel on these in real life. So, hopefully, I know all there is to know about these pacers. Hopefully. We are going to Penzance. Doesn't really matter about time, this isn't a video, it's a live stream. We can take as much time as we need to set up the pacer correctly. We also have Tees Valley Line stations as well, so if you've ever seen any of my live streams on Tees Valley Line on the channel, you'll see me run a 2017 to 2018 timetable pacer service. I don't want to give too much away, but it is a good live stream. I also have 2 videos on that as well, part 1 and part 2, going from Saltburn to Darlington. If you want to check that out on the channel, you are more than welcome to. Right, that is same Penzance. We don't really need any destination lights. We're pretty much in the height of May. We do have dynamic weather on, so we will be... oh, hang on a minute. Just missing one crucial thing for guarding. Little trick I found out not too long ago. You can guard the pacer using the 3rd camera on Train Sim World. So we'll just put the armrests down and we will set up our camera. Obviously this livery I've personally made. It's known as RexRail. Try and get that perfect. We are 142.18, that the livery suggests. Put this camera angle in here so that I can do some guarding whilst driving at the same time. There we go. Just keep that on because we will need this panel open now. And our stop is in Austell. Once we load passengers, we're going straight to Penzance. We are arriving in the station a little later than planned, but it's okay. Sometimes setting up trains correctly does take a little bit of time. But nonetheless, we are here. We'll just wait for everybody to get on. We can use the out camera to see the flow of passengers, which is quite a lot actually. We're all going to the beach destination of Penzance. There's still a few people climbing on the train even though I have to lock passenger doors. I'll just wait for the last few to board. After the guy with the red shirt, we should be ready to go. Oh, and he glitched me out the door as well. Alright. Of course, if you do use the third camera angle, you can do this. So today we are calling at Truro, Redruth, Cambourne, Hayle, Erth and Penzance. We do have working onboard announcements.
We will shortly be arriving at Truro. The next stop is Truro.
That's the one I was hoping for. That should be alright. Now I know the West Cornwall local isn't everyone's favourite route, but I haven't done a live stream on this one either for a while or not at all, so it's good to explore different routes. Hopefully I get more than just one person in tonight. Otherwise this is going to be a very short live stream. We do have a red coming up. You can definitely tell I'm not used to the West Cornwall local. Otherwise I'd be on time and everything. Okay, we've got the green signal, we can get ourselves going. So just passing what seems to be like an aggregates terminal over there. Something like that. It'll have class 37s in it as well. We're bouncing already. It's very iconic about the Pacer. Right, we can go full throttle round here now. I can't remember where that line actually goes off to. Is it the Falmouth line or something? Oh, I can't remember. If I'm being honest, I can't remember. Right, we'll bring that down to throttle 1 because this hill allows the speed to climb very quickly. Try and keep the speed going at a good pace. We don't want any overspeeding. We're either starting to build haze, or we're getting some sea mist coming inland. I think it's most likely going to be sea mist. So we are in West Cornwall, and the weather's always unpredictable in Cornwall, as I've heard. Not sure if that's true though. Haven't really been down to West Cornwall. Things are just starting to turn just a little bit, just slightly. Oh, we've got some weird weather lighting things going on. I don't know what it's doing out there. Probably trying to make something like wetness out there or something, maybe. Hi again, Connor Young. Yeah, sorry about the crash on the East Coast main line. I've managed to sort out a plan B. Hopefully this is okay. I know it's not an Azuma, but West Cornwall local, I know you can put an Azuma on. I think I'd have to switch to diesel though, probably. Yeah, we've gone all cloudy. Was expecting it. I don't think the passengers were though. We've got a little bit of blue sky up above. Oh, hello Richie Rail, how are you doing? I forgot to post in the promotions tab. It's nice to see you joining the live stream, Richie Rail. We're on the West Cornwall local at the moment because tried doing a stream on East Coast mainline, but we crashed, so I had to do a plan B stream. Oh, you've got Long Island Railroad 2.0. You said you were going to get that. Oh, I wonder how it's holding up, especially on PS5. Because it's a whole different route, isn't it? About to make it a whole different route. We are on an upwards gradient of 1.0%. Only West Cornwall. Apart from the Scottish Highlands, you can probably get some gradients like this. And maybe somewhere across the Pennines as well. Oh, really? It's not running too badly. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh. Overspeeding in a Pacer. Something you don't hear often. I'm glad that it's running so much better though. There's been a lot of hype around Long Island Railroad 2.0. Hopefully the hype is delivering well. It's everything everybody expects it to be as well. Oh, thank you very much, Richie Rail. I appreciate that very much. I forgot to. Honestly, I just forget sometimes. Thanks very much, Richie Rail. We might be a little bit late into Truro as the setting up of the Pacer took a little bit too long. Driving a nodding donkey all across the West Cornwall. Absolutely, let's hope we get some more people joining. We're split to 2 lines now, fantastic. How long for? Oh, the duration of the line. Wonderful. Alright, we're on a good gradient here, 0.0. Oh, that's just changed. A little bit of throttle now, haven't had that in a while. I know if we had a modern day West Cornwall, that would be fantastic. Good excuse to put a Voyager in game. I like the Voyagers, really nice trains. Absolutely, I agree with you. I wonder if it was something to do with the licensing. Because obviously they had GWR HSTs on Train Sim World 2020. West Cornwall Local didn't come till Train Sim World 2, so I don't know what happened there. Would have been good to see though. Probably something like in an alternative dimension we've got that. We'll probably do a flyby shot now. Okay, so we are 5.3 kilometres out of Truro. Obviously we might be that little tiny bit late. It's fine, only by about 2 minutes. Oh, I see. Well, that's a shame. Would have been nice to see some GWR on this route. But obviously, I suppose their plan B was to put it in Regional Railways 90s, which, don't get me wrong, Regional Railways 90s is nice, but yeah, definitely would have loved to seen an up-to-date one. If they did make an up-to-date West Cornwall local, we'd see some GWR 150s, hands down. At least First Great Western, if not. You know what I mean? First Great Western 150s would probably run on this route if they put it between 2004 to 2009, I think? I can't remember exactly when First Great Western run, but I think there's a few 150s that have First Great Western printing today. I think there is. Anyways, if this route was updated, if ever it is, that would be cool. Maybe Train Sim World should do something like, you've got a route and you can switch between something like an 80s version of the route, and then you've got an up-to-date version of the route, and you can switch between the two. Kind of like what you got with South Eastern High Speed, where you've got full and you've got reduced. Why don't they just do it like that, where you've got the option to change between decades? That would actually be quite cool. They probably might charge extra for that though. Because I'm pretty sure not many people want to be playing on 80s Blackpool branches all the time. Absolutely, a Northern Rail 150. Absolutely. can't go wrong with a Northern 150. Absolutely can't. I'm not too sure. I don't think I ever... Is there a Diesel Legends pack? I don't think I've ever heard of it. Either that or I've literally went past it loads of times on the PlayStation Store without even thinking. Anyways, we are approaching Truro. Let's do the...
Next stop is Truro.
No.
We will shortly be arriving at Truro.
That's much better. Honestly, nothing like the old Northern Rail announcements that used to happen on these Pacers. Oh, okay. BR Blue diesels on the Great Western Express. Yeah, that is a little strange. Wouldn't they be in Great Western Green? I'm pretty sure they would be. We've got some sea car wagons parked over there. Ooh, we are late by almost 4 minutes. Got a 150 in regional railways parked here. That will most likely either be going down the Falmouth line or the Lou Valley, whichever is which. I can't remember. Oh, I didn't do the guard. Hang on. Switch that on. There we go. We're being the guard now. We can drive and guard at the same time. Let's see where this one's going then. At Penzance, apparently. Yeah, it doesn't have the universal destination like the Pacer does. Shame, like. Oh, we are running well late. Can't take any more passengers, sorry. We're empty, actually. Sounds like a weird DLC. But I'll have a look. Obviously, I couldn't catch the PS sale. Because by the time I got round to getting any pay, the sale had ended. I'll probably catch the next one. Oh, we got a 150 coming by. That one's most probably going to St Austell. Let's have a look. Not in service. I'm not entirely sure why that is. I think there's something wrong with the 150s. Yeah, there usually is some sort of a summer sale, either that or an end of May, start of June sale. There usually is a sale, maybe once per month or once every so many weeks, just depending on what routes they want to go on sale. I know Midland Main Line was £19.99, but I thought I'd snag it for a little bit cheaper than that. I mean, I was thinking about it, but it's still a bit pricey. They only knocked about, what, a tenner off? Would have been nice if it was like £11.49 or something. The sales refresh next Wednesday, I think. Yeah, there is a 75% sale on PS at the moment, but it doesn't affect any Train-Simwell routes, I'm afraid. I've checked, I've looked, I've scoured, can't find anything. It's a shame, like. Would have been nice to see some routes on sale, especially some of the new ones that have come out. I doubt Long Island Railroad 2.0 will go on sale just yet. I mean, it took a while for Blackpool branches to go on a 20% sale, and even then, it was only 20% off. This isn't a bad stop. We've got Redruth, Cambourne, Hayle, St Erth and Penzance. That's not bad. I just have to remember it's 97 down the stretch. Oh, and the fog has just cleared. Fantastic. Let's have a look. We have a little bit of light clouds going on, you know. it's a shame, like. We'll probably get a sale on a few old routes like Great Western Express or something probably in a few weeks. It's usually about 4 to 6 months before any sales. On any new routes, yeah, most likely. Oh, I've got this.
You will shortly be arriving at
No,
Redruth.
not shortly.
The next stop is Redruth.
May as well just do these myself. How could they mess up the announcement so bad? Oh, I don't know. I think the only reason why they put the 142s down here is because we don't actually have the 143s in game. I think I've only ever travelled on a 143 once. Though I can't remember where it actually was, but most of the time it was these. A crossing coming up. Do a flyby. Lovely stuff. I do like Trains and World's stationary camera angle so you can make flybys and all that lot. What would I like to see Just Trains do next? Oh, now you're asking. It's possible that I might be after certain Voyager, maybe, or a Transpennine 185, or even, if they couldn't do those two, maybe a Northern Rail Class 156. In terms of routes, maybe... I like what you said in the Discord server, where you're thinking on West Coast Mainline. That sounds like it'd be a good route, West Coast Mainline, because we've got the East Coast Mainline, but not the stretch everybody was hoping for. Yeah, Northern Rail 156. I've travelled on a few. They're pretty cool, but obviously there's only a certain routes they run on. Like, for example, if Northern Transpennine was upgraded and up to date, then yeah, they run on that. You probably would see them maybe on the Doncaster to Peterborough line. It's possible you'd see them on Manchester to Hadfield and Glossop. If they do a Hope Valley line, that would be pretty nice. Isn't that Great Western? Can't remember. Hope Valley line. What was speeding a little bit. Can't remember where the Hope Valley line is. Probably down London or something. But if Just Trains did do the Hope Valley line, that would be nice. I think I see what you're trying to say there. It's South Transpennine route. Oh, I see. South Transpennine. No wonder I'm not familiar. Yeah, South Transpennine would be nice. Got an old station here. Wonder what that used to be back in the day. Don't know. Probably a station that was shut during the beaching cuts. Looks proper 60s like. Either that or it's retro 80s. We have 113 now. We've not passed through any stations, I don't think. Runs to Northern 156 and 142s. Oh, I'm in. A Northern Rail 142 would be awesome. The amount of Northern Rail 142s I used to travel on long time ago was, yeah, loads. In fact, I could say I've been on all 62 units. I could say that, but yeah, probably not. Couldn't remember. But yeah, I used to travel on a lot of Northern Rail Pacers back then. Long time ago. Not now, obviously, because they're in preservation sites and whatnot. Oh, yes. I see what you're saying there, Connor. Penalty fare of £100 plus the price of the ticket. We'll be paying that. Buy your ticket on advance, people. It's much easier. We're crossing here. Don't want to be doing any more than... Oh, 150. Another one that's saying not in service. I don't know if you're having this problem, Richie, but when I'm trying to drive the Class 150, the destination signage gets stuck on not in service. The AWS reset button doesn't reset, and the passenger doors won't open or shut. It's weird. I wonder if anybody else is having that problem. Anyways, we're not too far away from Redruth. Oh, thank you, RexRail. We are not far from Redruth now. I'm going to take off the throttle now. So I would just like to ask that if you are enjoying this live stream, please do not forget to leave a like, and if you are not already, please do consider subscribing to the channel. We do try to keep our live streams and communities nice and lovely, and a friendly atmosphere as well. RexRail does pop by a few times as well. As we approach Redruth, we have a 64 km/h speed restriction before we hit Redruth station, so we just want to be careful on that. Two of you lovely people watching, thank you very much for popping over to the live stream. We did have 5 before, so yeah, thank you very much for popping on the live stream tonight. Oh, you've caught me with the see it sorted. Oh no. RexRail has a soundboard for that, I believe. If you see something that does not look right, tell a member of staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sort it. That's how many times I've heard it off RexRail's live streams. And a few trains videos on the Southern Rail network. Southern Rail trains have them as well. I think every train has them now, including stations. But you proper caught me with that see it, say it, sorted there. Well done. Wasn't expecting that at all. Step 3 because we are on a hill. We are... I didn't even turn that... Oh, how sloppy of me. A real guy wouldn't leave that on. Not for passengers anyways. You don't seem to have any issues with the 150. I wonder if it's just mine. I'll probably have to... I've tried uninstalling and reinstalling it. It just doesn't seem to work for some odd reason. Oh well, I'll probably try and reinstall the game. See if that works. Either that or I'm just probably waiting for a specific update because they've messed up something down the line. I don't know what they've messed up. Can't take any more passengers. Even though we're pretty much empty. Must be the PS4 version, yeah. Hopefully they release some sort of patch. Every time I get a system software update, it rebuilds database, but I don't know how to actually manually rebuild the database on a PS4. Not sure how you do that. It's probably a trick I never learned. Anyways, our next stop is Cambourne. I've got to...
You will shortly be arriving at...
No, not shortly.
You will shortly be arriving at Cambourne.
Nowhere close.
You will shortly be arriving at Cambourne.
It's not working now, come on. Start working.
We will shortly be arriving at Cambourne.
The announcements are broken. The next stop on this service is Cambourne. I'll probably Google how to rebuild database, probably after the live stream. Because right now with this pacer it's all hands on deck. Can't imagine they were easy to drive in real life. Unless of course you knew what you were doing. And a nice flyby shot there.
The next station stop is Cambourne.
That's better. I probably might have to do that, Connor. Although some announcements, I don't know how it works. Some of them might be tailored to a specific train, maybe. I don't know how these work. But yeah, I think Rail's got some sort of a soundboard for it. Probably something that he plays on a website or something. Now rounding this hill. We are a little bit late, but not too bad. It's not like we're about 15 minutes late, because that's when they start asking for refunds. Quite rightly so. Discord's quiet. Oh, that's why I've got my computer on mute. I forgot I had that on mute.
The next stop is Cambourne.
Too early. Far too early. Will it do it now?
The next stop is Cambourne.
Okay. Okay, thanks very much, RexRail. So, hopefully we can get it around 700 metres. Hopefully it works. We're all surviving on this pacer.
The next stop is Cambourne.
No, 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 no.
The next stop is Cambourne.
No.
The next stop is
We will shortly be arriving at Cambourne. Oh dear. Will it work?
We will shortly be arriving at...
There we go! It finally works! Celebrate. Oh dear. Which unit have we got? I know there's a few pacers in real life that can be quite temperamental. And sometimes don't like to start up. Obviously it won't carry on to the real game, but, you know. Step free brake. Should have done this whilst I was stopping. It's making me even more late. There you go, you can board now. Do you mind? I was trying to open up the other doors. Right, they're opening. Don't mind me, I'm just being a guard. They're all boarding on that side as well. I was going to make this into a video, but the only problem with West Cornwall Local is most of their train, unless you're going between St Erth and St Ive, the rest of them is like nearly an hour long. I'd have to do part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, you know, type of thing. I try and make my videos 30 minutes every time. Sorry mate, you were a bit too late to the train. Kind of made the sounds a little wrong there. Oh, I see. Right, I gotcha. Right, thanks very much for letting me know, RexRail. I'll probably do that at some point. It's always good to rebuild the database if something isn't working. Some tutorials on YouTube if you ever need to do it. Yeah, I'll probably have to. Either that or I'll have to uninstall the game and reinstall the game. I'll probably do that when I'm not making videos or live streaming. That will probably be very handy. So the next stop is Hayle.
The next stop is Hayle.
Oh, you work! Doesn't like Cambourne apparently. Just to see how it runs. Okay. Nice. So obviously rebuilding a database will hopefully work for Richie. Just me changing through tabs on my PC. Well, laptop, should I more say. Not all that fancy. We're not going to make it for the 97. Step to it. It was not supposed to be a pun, but oh well. These gradients, I tell you. Caught me again with the British Transport Police message. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sort it. I always hear that on stations nowadays. It's possibly the usual. I wonder if they even had those messages in the 80s. They probably did as well. Speaking of 80, we are coming up to an 80 km/h speed restriction. Then after that is 105. Manchester Piccadilly. Yes, the Pacers used to run on Manchester lines. I think also into Wales as well. Some of them used to be old Arriva trains for Wales liveries. Or if you're on Northern, you'll hear "This is Leeds" on repeat. This is Leeds. Chapel en le Frith. Interesting. Oh, that's quick. Chapel en le Frith. Already. It's some proper northern. Yeah. I think they changed the announcements from a female voice to a male voice. I remember watching a Nick Badley video on that. I think was it last year? Oh, nice. That's probably what I'm waiting for. Yeah, I thought they changed the voice. Why? I kind of like the female voice. That was... Oh, well, don't take it the wrong way, obviously. But, it's, well, probably iconic. You got noticed by Jeff Marshall. Yes, I saw on your Discord server. Absolute honour to be noticed by Jeff Marshall. Do you remember All the Stations, if you ever watched it? I sure did. All the Stations was an awesome YouTube channel. Shame they don't do it no more. I used to love watching All the Stations. Got me really into trains when I was a lot younger. That's probably why I play Train Sim World now. Pretty sure it's All the Stations as well. There was once where he visited, I think was it Redcar British Steel on Tees Valley Line before it closed. Wonderful. Always what you watched after college. Yeah, always what I watched every night. Actually, can't remember if I was still at school at that time when I used to watch All the Stations. But yeah. It's been a while since I've watched anything on All the Stations, like. I'll have to re-watch them all. I wouldn't mind, actually.
We will shortly be arriving at Hayle.
Yay, you're working! Wonderful! We'll shortly be arriving at Hayle. Got a 45. Oh, we got a Class 37. We got a Whistler. With sea car wagons. Beautiful. Pretty sure they're known as Whistlers anyways. If not, well, Class 37. Nice to do a little pacer run here and there. It's weird how they were only supposed to serve about 20 years and they ended up doing 15 years extra. How much we relied on these Leyland buses on rails. Always on the Tees Valley line. Always on the Manchester to Hatfield line as well. You used to even find them on services to Blackpool North as well. That's probably why they did Blackpool branches. This Tees Valley line was made and Northern Transpennine was made as well. I think you've got the Pacer on Northern Transpennine as well. However, I don't have Northern Transpennine, so... Francis Burgoyes? Francis... Not sure. Anybody know who Francis Burgoyes is? I don't even think I'm saying that right. I really don't think I'm saying it right. Oh, hang on. Isn't he the one who got the privilege to drive a pacer on the preservation site? Absolute dream. Always wanted to know how to drive one of these. No, it's not on Northern Transpennine or Tees Valley line, but the pacer has been set up for it if it gets laid in. It better get laid in. Need more pacer services around.
The next stop is Erth.
Well, we do have the destinations for. So we've got Saltburn, you know, we've got Darlington, got Bishop, Middlesbrough, Newcastle. Newcastle? If that's the next Just Trains route, I swear, that'd be awesome. Got Carlisle, Lancaster, Oxelholme, Barrow, probably for Barrow and Finesse, Heysham, Morecambe Bay, Blackburn, Colne, and we've gone back to Preston. We may as well wheel this back. I think we also have Manchester Victoria on here as well. Put that back to Penzance. See Francis Burgoyes, he do train spot. Oh, okay. probably have to search that up on YouTube. Oh, do you know what I haven't done? When starting up the Pacer, you must always test the compressor first. So I could potentially have these lives in danger whilst running this. Definitely. Newcastle on the destination blind. Now, the Pacers notoriously used to serve under Northern all the way up to Newcastle. I can definitely tell you this because I remember years ago, I think it was in 2017, sat on Newcastle station waiting for a Voyager to come in, and I spotted a Northern Rail Pacer leaving, I think it was platform something, I can't remember, and it was going off to Hexham, something like that. So hopefully Newcastle ends up being a route on here. Otherwise the Newcastle destination blind would be there for nothing. Especially the Carlisle one. Also a good excuse to put in a cross-country Voyager. And, if I may do say, an Intercity 225. They might not have ever been branded as HSTs, but they are some lovely units. Yep, absolutely. Pacers and Northern 156s. The Northern 156s, if I do remember rightly, were introduced on the Tees Valley line around about 2000 and... oh. No, I don't remember rightly. I think they were always just there. For me anyways. Tees Valley line being a local route to me. Tyne Valley, Newcastle, Carlisle. Definitely speculate that. Definitely. That would be a fire route. Oh, hang on. We have a 150 in. Obviously, when I get to Penzance, I'll spawn in a 150 on free roam, and I'll show you what the problem is. You probably might be able to relate. Oh, that was my back of the door camera. Why did I move that? It's important I have it here. At times I used to see the guards on the Pacers do this. Unreal. I'd agree with the speculation though. It would just make sense because we've got Newcastle on the Pacer board, we've got Carlisle on the Pacer board, but we don't have a route with Newcastle or Carlisle on. If Just Trains makes a DLC where we get a Northern Rail interior 142 Pacer with the DRA box that's supposed to be here, that would be awesome. Yeah, there's supposed to be a DRA box here. Don't know why they haven't included it. There's also supposed to be like some information from Northern as well, but I suppose they were trying to not bring in too many, if you get my meaning. But yeah, there's supposed to be a DRA box. Pacers did have DRA, just not initially. DRA I think came in a little later. Early 90s DRA came in. Maybe late 90s as well. This is Whaley Bridge. Different end of the country from where Whaley Bridge is. We're going to Penzance. Only 1.6% velocity gradient hill. Now obviously I wouldn't use throttle 7, but because we are on a gradient hill and we are running a little bit late, I will use throttle 7. This is not... Yeah, this is the northern service to Manchester Piccadilly. Nice. Next stop is Furness Vale. St Austell? What? We're going the absolute opposite way.
You will shortly be arriving at St Austell, where this service ends.
We're going to Penzance. Oh no, I'm not touching that now. They've absolutely messed that up. Next stop on the service is Penzance, where the service terminates, not when this service ends. They never said ends in the 80s. They said terminates, or when the service stops for a break and then turns around. Oh, we got a red. Why? Got an amber. Single amber. Oh, that's no good. We do not have enough time to prepare for this. Certainly. Oh, I definitely got you into that discovery now, haven't I? Tyne Valley line would be awesome though, because then we get Tyne and Wear Pacers if it's set in the 80s. Tyne and Wear was under regional railways, I believe. Hey up. Police car going off in the distance. Always happening. Right, we're getting ourselves down to Penzance. Have a flyby shot. I see where you're coming from. It is linear, and obviously the first route we got off just trains was branches, but they might want to explore different things than just branch lines, if you get the meaning, because just trains may not always be about branch lines. They might be doing a very well requested forums route. I see where you're getting though. They could do branches though, and Hope Valley line would definitely be one of those branch lines, but they could also explore like main lines, or they could explore a few runs in Wales. Wales could be a good idea, you know, Cardiff to Manchester, or that place you can pronounce a lot better than me in Wales to Cardiff, or North Wales branch line. Oh, I've heard a YouTuber called Jen on the Move call it Cladudno or something like that. They've definitely butchered that pronunciation. Definitely butchered. Sorry. I hope I haven't opened up the doors. Accidentally pressed one of the directional buttons. Oh, we're good. But yeah, they could try and do any particular route really. Anything that's been very well requested on the forums as well could go in as well. Yeah, I do mean that, Richie Rail. How you can pronounce that? Wow. Beyond me. Literally. Gotta practice. I've got to practice. That's what it is. I've got to practice. I think, if I remember rightly, you pronounced that on one of your live streams. Did a good job at it, like. Spent too long learning it when you lived in Wales. Oh, yes, I see. I remember you mentioning that you spent a bit of time in Wales. Bet Wales is a nice place. Here we are, Penzance, aka Land's End. Got some nice boats out. Bit cloudy, but you'd expect it for the seaside. Obviously, my local seaside was Redcar Central. And a bit of Saltburn as well. About 5 years, yeah, wow, 5 years in Wales. Plenty of time to learn the lingo. Sorry, the language. Don't know where I was going with that. Looks like we're docking into platform 3. Wonder what's with that sudden lighting change? Have you seen that? What is that? What? Why? Why here? You can see it on the track as well. What is that? That's just concerning. Oh, these passengers look like were waiting for the service to dock in a while back. Sorry, bit late, you know. Not easy driving over the West Cornwall Valley. Alright, thank you very much for popping by, Richie Rail. Have a good night's sleep. If you're live streaming Sunday, I'll hopefully pop by. Couldn't make it to yesterday's as I was very, very busy. Because I've got college exams soon. The dreaded exams. Oh. But yeah, thanks for popping by, Richie Rail. Do an engine stop, as this train won't be going anywhere for a while. Good night, Richie Rail. Right, we will just check if I closed all that stuff at the top. Totally was not reliable on that, but you know, we're fine, we're good. Right. Oh, we've exited the wrong side, as always. How did I even exit from the wrong side? I don't know. Right, platform 3, when are we going back? 12:03. Huh, that's alright then. We stopped a bit short, didn't we? Hang on a second. Always got to have the reverser into neutral when starting the pacer. Otherwise it just won't work. Let's shut the doors. Come on, get with the program. Oh. Yeah, okay, I was just about to manoeuvre. Oh, we got a gold medal too. Of all that overspeeding I was doing and everything, I still got a gold medal. Can see why Train Sim World updated to the new things. We'll return to free roam without restrictions. That's much better. Perfect, 6 foot from the buffers. Of course, instrument lights are supposed to be off now. Step 3, just checking everything's off. That won't work. So we're going to wheel this to not in service now. It's a good idea. We'll turn off the saloon lights as well. They normally turn off when the engine switches off. Don't know why they haven't implemented that. New Mills Newton. Service is scheduled to start at 12:03. I'm not going to be here for that long. It's very late at night, and I'm thinking of yeah, definitely make sure. How am I going to make sure if it's linear if I haven't got the doors open? Come on. There we go. Not in service. Right, lovely. RexRail Pacer and 142018 has made it into Penzance for the first time, actually. Yep, this is the first time for this unit. Totally not bosun. Totally not. Right, the cab is nice and clean. We have the pleasure of shutting the doors and then reopening them. Now, if this was a proper Northern Rail Pacer, we'd have the local door open and only either that door or that door would open. And then you would press them, and I think you press that and that to close those two doors over there, and then you press that button to close these two. I think that's how it worked. Can't remember fully. It's been a while since I travelled on Pacers. I think the only place you'll find them now is preservation sites, I'm afraid. It's a shame, like. These units were brilliant back in the day. Oh, well. Anyways, that's going to be it for this live stream. Thank you all for popping by and watching this live stream. Please do not forget to leave a like on the live stream. Comment down below what you thought. Subscribe if you haven't already. We are trying to hit our sub-milestone of 75 subscribers, or our large one of 1,000 subscribers. And I will see you all next time. Of course, there are plenty of videos out there to watch after the live stream ends. Alright, I'll see you later, Connor. Thank you for coming as well. Thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for popping in for this small unplanned live stream. Obviously, we were supposed to do the East Coast Main Line today, but we ended up doing the West Cornwall local. Bit of a nice little change. Hopefully, I'll get everything sorted. I'll refresh my database and uninstall and reinstall things, and hopefully get everything working well. So, without further ado, as I've said, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like. And I will see you all in the next live stream or video. Until then, see you all later.